doing?
Good. The way you guys moved the ball, the way you guys got the shots you wanted, what you kind of learned about yourselves offensively, kind of against that zone, your first taste of zone this year?
I think it was just a big confidence builder for us. And, like Coach Payne said, you never know. You might need to pull that out of your back pocket, whether it's at some point in the Big Ten or something at you, maybe a big non-conference game or, hopefully, when we get to the NCAA tournament, you just never know what you're going to see. So I think that was a big confidence builder for us, just playing against some zone, but also, seeing a lot of threes go down and just being able to get a lot of different guys at rhythm.
Right.
I think it was a really good game for that, for sure.
It seems like for a team that hasn't played a whole lot together, there were a lot of passes that got those kind of ideal shots. Do you feel like you guys are a little bit advanced in that sense, and in that you guys feel like you look like you know how to play together a little bit more than your experience would suggest?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, too, is just we have a really unselfish guys. Guys that love to pass, and it starts off with the older guys between Sasha and Trey and Aaron and Eric when he's back. They're guys that love to just make people better and make the right plays, and I think that as younger guys, we kind of feed off of that. And then, it's always fun when you're making extra pass and everyone's getting to make shots and all that stuff. Like coaches told us before the game, we get stops on defense, take care of what we need to do, just go on the other end and have fun and play basketball and just make the right reads.
Right. How is your physical state right now?
I think it's a little bit better than Clemson. Obviously, we weren't getting hounded as much up and down the court. Still definitely not where I want to be. Practice was definitely tough for me the past few days, just trying to keep building that stamina. So like I said before, it's just going to be a reoccurring thing, take time for me. But hopefully every game it just gets a little bit better. And then when it comes down to the nitty gritty and we got games that are really important, I'm at full strength or as full as I can be. Just try to help this team, whatever I need to do so we can get some wins.
Gotcha. I'm good. Thank you, Ethan.
Thanks, Brian.
Mike, you got anything?
Yeah, you just talk about Sasha's three-point shooting, but also the 7 assists that he had and just kind of the complete game that he put together tonight.
Great. I don't want to hype him up too much because he's right behind the camera. But no, he played great. I think he was really good for us early on because the first 4 to 8 minutes we were kind of going through the motions a little bit. He was really honest as a leader, just kind of get us going and obviously sparking the offense with making threes and then obviously making the right reads. Those older guys have a really good feel of our motion offense and stuff as far as against the zone. So they're kind of like I said before, they kind of start everything off and we feed off. It was great to see the ball go in the hoop early, just give them.
And just to have that kind of veteran presence, as you mentioned, when you guys were struggling a little bit, what does that mean to you for your younger guys?
It's so important, because there's been plenty of times where I've been in games like that where you're playing a team that, just came off a big win, but also struggled a little bit in the first couple of games. So you need to come out with energy because they're gonna play up to you. And for us, I think that was a calming thing that we needed because there's plenty of games that I've played where they've went the other way in the dog play. That's not something you want. So for us to be able to come in there and take care of business, I think with Sash and as far as the other older guys, especially with his presence, that guy's presence was even more important right now.
Thank you.
Anyone else have anything for Ethan?
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ethan, do you think that early on, especially, the lack of a presence of a crowd here is what kind of caused you guys to have that very slow start early on?
Honestly, I came to one game when I was like a sophomore or junior, and obviously never playing with fans. That's something that guys that have played here probably can more attest to. But it's definitely not like an excuse. Everybody that plays right now is going to have to deal with that same with how to jumpstart your team at the beginning of the game, and you're playing against a team that's dealing with the same thing. So no, I don't think it's a problem really. It's just something you have to bring your own energy and just be ready to go from the jump. And it's something as the year get more experience with it and try and be better.
Just real quick follow up. As the game progresses, does that lack of presence of the crowd is to kind of fade away? I know you're saying that you don't know the essence of fully being like Mackey, but in terms
right.
of obviously it's different not having any fans. You know what I mean? So does that kind of fade away as the game goes on?
Definitely, like I can compare it to you know, some high school games I played in, which obviously isn't the same at all. But you know, at the beginning of the game, you notice everything sort of just because, you know, the arena's empty and compared to having fans or whatever. But like you said, as the game goes on, it just kind of melts away, and you're just you know, doing whatever you can to win at the end of the day.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else have anything for Ethan? All right. Thank you.